Crab walk, crab walk, crab walk. There's many factors that go into charging Teslas that you may not know. How long does the battery last before it needs to be replaced? You know, how many miles can you drive your Tesla before it needs to be charged again? Does it vary from one model to another? Let's take a look. Okay, one thing we want to show you, Tesla has its own unique charging system, and they have their own unique charging cables. So every Tesla comes with a cable that you can charge this with at your house. Now, let's say you wanted to charge your Tesla somewhere and there weren't any Tesla chargers somewhere. Then you need one of these. This is called a J1772, J-plug. This is what makes Tesla almost universal to go plug in anywhere and charge anywhere, even if you can't find a supercharging station. So keep that in mind when you're plugging in your Tesla. It's unique. You won't be able to charge this except for at Teslas unless you have the adapters. Now, what that does is it makes us have the ability to charge in other places like hotels, grocery stores, hotel chains, all those kind of places where you might need to go to. Even city halls have a lot of charging places. But if you don't have one of these little guys, you won't be able to use it. Each Tesla car model has its own estimated range. And now that we're in the newer models, let's say from 2021, 2022s, the ones that have just come out, the battery ranges have gotten really good. So time goes, battery usability and battery ranges are improving every day. So from the Model 3s, 267 miles, to Model S, just over 400 miles, Tesla batteries last 336 miles on a single charge on average. Now, that's averaging all of them. 3s, S's, Y's, X's. Tesla's stated ranges are estimates. Now, we all know what estimates are. Probably never going to be as good as you want. It's not ever going to be as bad as you think. But factors like your driving style, weather conditions, all these things impact how long your battery actually can last. Every Tesla has its own estimated range. There's a lot of factors that will dictate how far they can go. A lot of it's going to be battery size, and then the rest of it can be conditions, weather conditions. Are you a lead foot? You like to punch it? You're going to use up your battery a little bit faster. Or if you drive the speed limit and you're kind of just a regular everyday driver, you're probably going to get more distance. So let's look at some of the factors on the cars that will dictate how far they go, what they can do, and how you can make them last a long, long time. I want to talk to you a little bit about ways to improve how long your battery can last and how you would charge your battery. So I want to show you from the screen how we're going to do that and make sure that you have a clear understanding of it. Get to the charging screen. So I want to hit the little car on the bottom left. We're going to go up and we're going to hit the charging button, and on this Model X is right up here. And we're going to go to the charging system. So right here is where you have a limit of how you're supposed to charge your car. So this little dotted line, let's go ahead and open that up and set it. So you can see daily and trip. They say is on your daily driving, you can charge anywhere between these two spots, here to here. You don't want to go to here total unless you're really going to take a trip. That's when you've charged your battery to 100%. There's no need to charge it to 100% unless you're traveling. And then when you are traveling, charge it to 100, go to your next charging station. You can still charge to 100 at the supercharging station as long as you're going to get in the car and drive it immediately. If you're not going to drive it immediately, charging these batteries to 100 and leaving them sitting there will start to degrade the battery. So you don't want that to happen. We want this battery to last a lifetime, and they're designed to do that. So let's keep this number under the trip version. So that's as much as you ever want to charge your car at any one time. Once you get that set, hit done, and the system self-regulates. it's not going to overcharge your car. It will always charge it to that dotted line, and it will shut itself off. Now, can I charge it faster? This particular car, I can charge up to 48 amps. And so I can move that up to, and as long as my charging station can send that much electricity, I can absorb up to 48 and I charge it faster. So there's some things to think about when you're setting up home charging, and just ask one of our sales reps and they can go over all that with you as well. You know, one thing that I think is really cool is that these Tesla car batteries, they're supposed to be technically able to last between 300,000 and 500,000 miles. That's like 1,500 battery cycles. Do you guys realize that's just like between 22 to 37 years for the average car to drive that many miles? Nobody keeps their car that long, but holy smokes. So when you're looking for somewhere to charge, if you don't have a home charger, which, you know, a lot of people live in apartments, they still want to be able to drive an electric car and drive a Tesla. So where do I charge? That's always going to be a good question. Teslas don't always have chargers in your own proximity, but what you can do, you know, check the local malls, check some of the hotels, check city halls. A lot of the city halls have charging spaces. So there are some Tesla provided chargers too that you can use all over the place, and that's always going to be able to be seen in your car. So it's an easy button to push, where's the chargers, and it'll just list them for you one after another in your proximity. So that's not going to be hard. Now, depending on the area that you do live in, the accessibility of the Tesla provided chargers can be limited. So you may want to do some research prior to making your purchase. It's a huge thing to consider. The PlugShare app is a great app that works and shows almost every available plug charging system out there. So if you don't have the PlugShare app, go to your Google or your iPhone or your Android apps and go find it. It's a really good one to use. So if you're ever in our area and you want to come by iDrive One Motor Cars, we have charging stations built in our warehouse. We have them all over the place. Here's one. Here's another one. Now this is a fast charging station that we have here locally inside the store. Anybody can come use them. We've got 2 charging stations right here too. So remember, iDrive One Motor Cars. We're here for you. We're your one-stop electric shop. I drive one, and you can too.